here. So him saying, don't look at it, don't talk about it, the whole thing makes no sense. It is a disaster, but because of integrity issues, I can't sit here and play along with it. And all the evidence points towards.
So recently, Alex Jones went on the Tim Dillon show and talked about Trump's role in the Epstein story cover-up. He gets into what he thinks the ramifications are for the Trump administration, why he's continuing to talk about this issue, and where he thinks the evidence really does point to. He's one of the most interesting analysts of these types of stories, whether you like him or hate him. So let's get his take on this. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel.
It is interesting to see that, this administration is starting to spin out of control. It feels like that.
Yeah, that's a good way to see it. The first 5 months or so, it was like almost perfectly on track for and then it just started going sideways, and now it's moving very quickly the wrong direction. And I have no interest in them failing. My God, the Democrats are literally trying to put me in prison and suing me and all this other. I mean, it's like my lifeboat I'm in is Trump, and then he's poking holes in the bottom of the boat. And then I don't want to be enemies with Susie Wiles. I don't want to be enemies. And I can tell you a lot more. I mean, I've had the White House call up and be like, last week, what do you want?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you think I'm doing all this just to get something? I've never asked for anything. I want you to do what you were elected to do.
Yeah.
So it went from, you're bad, we're going to have our influencers attack you 2 weeks ago, to what do you want?
Yeah, isn't that interesting? And it sounds like he's not the only one that got that kind of call from the White House, by the way. It sounds like the White House reached out to influencers like Charlie Kirk and other people that are close to Trump and asked the same thing. Hey, stop talking about this. But this is a child sex trafficking ring, and probably connected to an intelligence operation, maybe a foreign intelligence operation, maybe an Israeli foreign intelligence operation. So of course, we're not going to stop talking about it. I'm glad that Alex hasn't stopped talking about it, and thank you, Tim, for having him on. Now, me and Alex definitely disagree. I think this presidency went off the rails pretty darn quickly. There were some good early successes, if you ask me, from a distant perspective, releasing the JFK files, withdrawing from the World Health Organization, and dismantling USAID, which kind of came out of the blue in a good way. Mostly dismantled. Some of their employees got rolled into the State Department, but those three things were good, but it went downhill quick, beginning, I think, mostly with the bombing of Yemen there in March. And from there on, we have rearming Ukraine, starting a new war with Iran, which there's only a ceasefire. That's going to still poke its head out again when Netanyahu talks about how close Iran is to nukes again. You got the schism over spending with Musk, dragging people that actually did want to make cuts, but that's where we are.
Yeah. Well, they want it to go away. They want this to go away. And I've been listening to you since I'm 12 years old on the GCN network. I remember listening to you before 9/11, by the way. And then GCN network, we're talking like fucking 1999.
We're talking 8-bit internet.
I mean, unbelievable. And I believe that was the network you were on, was GCN.
Yes.
Yeah, but the Bohemian Grove days, man. If you've been listening to Alex Jones talk about dissident issues and, uncovering the filth and